could say baby like my grandmother. Thick thighs in front of the oven, pies the results of heavy working arms. I learned how to cook sitting on her lap. See, my grandmother's soul traveled where her battered knees couldn't take her, into the freezer, up over stovetop burners, into frying pans and pots. She can make water boil without using her legs. So now, the only way I know how to make mashed potatoes and string beans is resting on my backside. Good food meant I wasn't allowed to leave the table until everything was gone. This is how I learned to clean my plate. Liz Hampton smelled like cheap lavender. Not the kind found in pretty bottles and boutique windows meant for the wives of rich husbands. Nah, hers came unmarked, thick and pungent, a heavy lotion and a short, round, off-purple colored case with a silver top screwed on so tight you needed the Lord's hands to loosen the lid. I wonder if my father ever found those containers hidden in a box underneath her bed, poised for a use that never came one Sunday morning, cluttered with cerulean clips to hide the bald patches and broken pieces of hot combs, the smell of burning still wafting fresh on their teeth, the screams, squirms, and calls upon Jesus to make the pain stop. This is how I learned to be beautiful. Some people say, and home is where you lay your hat, but with Miss Liz it seemed more often than not that hearts should be placed on heads instead, because see, my grandmother's home thumped alongside the beat of God's drum, low and soulful. Her chest pumped holy work songs to rhythm footsteps as the Almighty pulled trains over faraway tracks to the promised land. This is how I learned to pray at times. I find myself scanning my reflection for the traits strangers say we share, but it never seems as if her teeth smile back. So instead, I peek beneath my lungs. Diaphragm rising, I find her there bearing the weight of my inhale. She promises to never hold my breath and tells me, go on and speak. Child, we have come too far to be quiet. 5th grade is apparently too young to go to funerals, so I never got to see the church roof sway after they lowered her in the ground. And sometimes I sing Amazing Grace in the shower so I could pretend like I held hands with blood and faith family as we opened our throats to saline tributes. I don't have the money for brown sugar or sweet potatoes, and Sunday mornings are now reserved for lazy limbs and farmers markets. But when I walk past lavender bushels, I see project housing and a motorized wheelchair. I see arms strong enough to hold up babies and Bibles with thick legs. Too weak to walk into kitchens, I see cooking lessons and a righteous jawline. Thank y'all.